Hey everyone, welcome to my channel where I talk all things marketing, branding, social media, and today, business. If we have not met yet, my name is Joanne Bartolome and I am the owner here at YEG Marketing. Today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that is just so near and dear to my heart, and that is the 5 misconceptions about entrepreneurship. When I started this entrepreneurial journey, there were a lot of things that were sold to me that I honestly knew were untrue. And if I hope that you're listening to this now, it will help you with your entrepreneurial journey to understand that you are not alone. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The top 5 things that I think are the misconceptions about entrepreneurship. The first is the hustle culture, and how many times you hear about this. You gotta hustle, you gotta drive, you gotta work hard. And for myself, when it comes to entrepreneurship, I do work hard. I work very many hours. However, not many people realize the importance of rest. Not many people realize the importance of taking care of your body, drinking water, eating the right foods, making sure you have time to reflect. There are so many different needs that need to be addressed prior to make sure that your body works to make your dreams come true. I think the reason why this became very popular is because you heard people like Gary Vee talking about this hustle, the drive. And I think that works for a certain group of people who need that motivation to just get started. But however, for myself, who's already very ambitious, I really didn't need to hear that in the day. What I needed to remember was, did you get enough sleep last night? Because if you didn't get enough sleep, then you're not able to function. Did you drink your water today? Did you eat foods that actually make you fuel yourself rather than thinking about, oh man, I just ate junk food all over again? So for myself, it's really not so much about the hustle culture, but the balancing culture. Can you balance all of the stresses, the chaos, and everything with things that you can control? So making sure you have those habits and rituals in place will make sure that you come out on top as an entrepreneur. The second piece is a get-rich-fast scheme. This is really scary because I see a lot of people get on this bandwagon of entrepreneurship thinking that they're going to get fast right away. The reality of it is, if you look at most of the entrepreneurs in the business world, they've had to work 5, 10, 15 years to build the empire from the ground up. And in reality, it does take a lot of patience. If you browse on YouTube, if you browse on all these other social media sites, you will see people advertising how to get rich fast in 1 year, or how to grow your following to 10,000 in 1 year. People are so focused on trying to get it done in 1 year that they forget that a good foundation builds an empire. So when it comes to your entrepreneurial journey, know you are not alone when you see all these videos thinking to yourself, why am I not that great right now? But in reality, you already have started the foundation, so patience is 100% key. Number 3 is the misconception that entrepreneurs are born. They are not made. I used to think a lot about this topic, especially when I had a mentor who would ask me, do you think leaders are born or are they made? In her mind, she thinks leaders are born. You're born with this skill set, you're born with this drive. I myself believe that entrepreneurs are made. While you already may have some of the skills to be a good entrepreneur, you may be good at public speaking, you may be good at communication, you really have to hone in on that skill after practicing multiple times. And people don't see that a lot of times. People look at me and they say, you're so great at public speaking, you really speak very well for yourself, you're so comfortable in front of the camera. But they also forgot that it took me maybe 5 years of nervous, even though my palms are sweaty, presenting in front of various judges before I was able to become comfortable enough to speak in front of a camera. So when you're hearing about a lot of this saying, well, entrepreneurs are just born, they're born with that brain, in reality, a lot of entrepreneurs had to do research and really get in tune with their skills before they're able to become the entrepreneur that they're known to be. So that is one of the biggest misconceptions that I know for a fact, that leaders are not just born, they are made, and it's very much a skill set that you have to work on. Number 4 is being your own boss. How great is it that you're an entrepreneur, you can be your own boss, you can set your own hours, fantastic. But people also forget that as an entrepreneur, you are your own boss, but other people are your customers, and you rely on your customers to bring cash through the door to make your business survive. So what you'll end up finding is that even though you are the boss, you yourself have to give your skill sets and your guidance to your team. You yourself have to be a leader in your industry, and that itself is very selfless. You have to give so much of yourself away. So making sure that when you think about entrepreneurship, it's not going to be a breeze. It's not like you're sitting at home with nothing to do and cash is rolling in. In reality, a lot of people have to build that up in order to have cash at the door. The biggest buzzword right now is drop shipping, where you're just sitting in your sofa and you're having orders coming through and just cash coming in. But in reality, drop shipping takes time to understand. It takes research. It takes trial and error. So when it comes to entrepreneurship, you yourself have to understand that it's not going to be easy, and that while you are your own boss, you have to be very disciplined on your time to be able to execute on the projects that you want. It's very easy to lose yourself when you're working from home because you yourself feel like you're your own boss. So remember that your customers are important to you. Your team is important to you. You have to show up for yourself, and that takes a certain level of dedication. Number 5 is entrepreneurs don't self-reflect. This is a huge misconception that I think definitely needs to be trumped out. When it comes to my journey, I used to believe that meditation didn't work. I used to believe that journaling didn't work. Why would I invest this time on myself? But in reality, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, you in fact embody a leader. So leaders have to work on themselves, work on their skill sets to be able to show up for the people who are depending on them. Your customers, your friends, your family, everybody who depends on you to survive in the business, but also to fuel the other personal aspects of your life. So in order to do that, you need to put aside time to self-reflect. You need to understand and reflect areas of tension in your business. When I talk to a lot of people, they always tell me, well, this part of my business isn't working, that part isn't working, and you have to really reflect these areas of tension and how to change that. In order to do that, you need to put aside time every single day and make it a habit in order to reflect on your day and how you can pivot moving forward. If you don't take the time to really notice the small things in your business as an entrepreneur, you won't be able to realize these big dreams that you do have. So that's the biggest advice I would very much give to most entrepreneurs is take the time to reflect. Don't work just in your business, but work on your business. By in your business, I mean don't just work about bringing cash through the door or working on just your customers. Work on the business so you're able to improve it. Work on you so you're able to improve yourself. Work on your self-actualization, your physical side, and also your personal side as well when it comes to your mindset and your goals. So definitely look about that. Number 5 is probably the most important of all the misconceptions in entrepreneurship. If you could relate to this, oh my goodness, there are so many other misconceptions when it comes to entrepreneurship. I would love to know in the comments below. If you could subscribe to my channel, it would mean the absolute world, and also like and leave a comment. I myself, as a small business owner, am all about creating community, offline and offline, regardless of where you are from. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next video.